Welcome everyone to the Toastmasters meeting 48. We are here together and we will share all of our interesting speeches. And the mission of the club is that we provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. The topic of our meeting is Eat the Frog. Eat that frog. And Toastmaster Naveen will explain us later. We have some rules as well for our meeting. Phones on silent, and no sex, politics, or religion. The story today, I'm gonna tell you that I actually was inspired by Toastmaster Juan. She's from China, and it reminded me last time of a Chinese story I like to share to tell you this morning about some inspiration. It's a story about a monk and a dog. So there was a monk in China, and every morning he's sitting in his garden. So every morning the dog of the neighbor comes next to his garden. He comes in his garden and he starts barking very loud. Every morning, barking, barking, barking. And the monk, he's very annoyed because he wants to sit there peacefully. So the monk had a plan. He made a trap. He put a bucket with a lot of dirt and he hung it on the door. So he was thinking that next day when the dog would come, the bucket will fall on him and he will get punished for all his barking. Next morning, he went again to the garden and was sitting there. And surprisingly, this morning, the dog didn't come in his garden. Then the monkey is waiting and waiting, and the dog didn't come that day. So he was peacefully sitting. Later on, he reminded himself he had to do so many things. So he was rushing inside his home, and he was rushing to get out. So by the end of the day, around 5 o'clock, he left his home, rushing, and you know what happened? The bucket fell on him. So this bucket full of dirt, it was all over him. And then the monk, he went to his home and he did his meditation. And he's thinking, what did I do wrong? Something happened, something bad happened. I know what I did. I did something bad. Something bad happened to me. So he was planning to change this. The next day, in the morning, he went to his garden again. And this time he changed his plan. So what he did, he brought some cookies. He brought some cookies for the dog. And once he was putting those cookies, the dog came. And this time, for the first time, the dog did not bark at all. The dog was so happy because he received some cookies. And from that day onwards, every day, the monk went to the garden in the morning, bring some cookies, and the dog and the monk, they are very happy together. So this is a story to remind us to be friendly with others, always to do good to others, to other people and other animals, and the good thing will come back to you. So I hope this story will inspire you for today. And I think we can start with our meeting. I would like to introduce our president, Rahim. A dream does not become reality through magic. It takes sweat, determination, and hard work. This is for our president, Toastmaster Rahim. And we are celebrating because he has been awarded the Triple Crown Award this month. And 3 cheers to DTM Rahim for being awarded Triple Crown Award. Welcome, and over to you, Rahim.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Lisa. Round of applause for our energetic and enthusiastic acting Sergeant of Toastmaster Lisa. Good morning and welcome all of you to Universal Toastmaster meeting number 48. As per my daily routine, today I have read something. It is about law of wasted efforts. Do you know the lions only succeed in the quarter of their attempts? It means they fail more than 70% in their attempts, and they succeed only 25% in their attempts. But they don't disappear. They dare to pursue the hunting. The fish's eggs, half of fish's egg has been eaten, and most of world rain falls in the oceans, and half of seeds have been eaten by the birds. Scientists has found trees, animals, and other forces of nature. They are more receptive of law of wasted efforts. But only human beings, they are thinking that lack of success is a failure. The success is not the absence of failure, but it is the name to try again. Failure when you stop. Try again, learn from mistakes, and achieve your goals. Today, I can see there are few guests. They have joined. Thanks for them to join our meeting. We love to hear from them, their name, and from where they heard about Toastmaster and what is their expectation to join this meetings. So may I ask Mr. Manthwar, please introduce yourself. Hello, you can hear me? Okay, I think he's not there. Okay, let me call Mr. William. Mr. William.
Hi, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Yeah, actually, I'm just surfing this new app that I found. I'm looking actually for I'm planning to start a business actually in Amazon.
Very nice.
And I'm looking for something like, a community that's dealing with Amazon.
Okay.
And then when I saw this one, so I just joined the invitation. I mean, joined the event, thinking like, maybe it could help me with my leadership and everything. So I'm here now.
Sure. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. I can see there is a Miss Sabrine. Miss Sabrine, can we have your introduction, please?
Hello, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi. So yes, my name is Sabrine. Actually, I saw this in Meetup application, and I'm very interested. Like also me, I'm working with the Expo Dubai and DP World, and I want to enhance my employability skills and learn from this meeting. So I'm very interested and excited.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We are also excited to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have another guest, Mr. Naj. Mr. Naj, can we have your introduction, please?
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry for the video. I'm not in the situation to turn on the video because I'm in. Sorry, I'm not ready for that. This is first time I'm joining the Toastmaster, and then I know I heard about a lot of things about Toastmaster. And yeah, I am Najim, and I am from Sri Lanka, and then I'm here in Dubai around 4 years, and I'm working for the UK company, which is like a financial consultancy, and I'm working as a software engineer. I'm joined as a software engineer now. Like under me, there are 20 people, and then I'm in the situation like to manage the people. Like I'm going to be a Scrum Master and then project manager. So I need to improve my like communication skills, leadership skills. So that's the reason I have joined this Toastmaster. I hope it will be useful or helpful for me.
Yes, sure. You are at right place. So
Thank
we
you very
may
much.
have another guest, Mantahar. You are here. Can we have your introduction?
Hello.
Yes, hi.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Muhammad Muntahar Suhaili. Actually, I'm from Brunei Darussalam. I joined this Toastmaster. I just see that it's from Meetup applications. So I've been in Dubai for 4 years. And I'm working in a real estate company as under administrations and management role. The reason why that I want to join this Toastmaster, actually, first thing is I just want to improve my communication skill. And from here, I believe that if you want to success in our career ladder, we have to expand our network. You see, communication is very important.
Yes.
So I hope that I will improve this for this year. Yeah, that's one of my main reasons why I want to join this Toastmaster.
Yes. Thank you very much. We have another guest, Mr. Ayub. He just joined now. Can we have your introduction, please?
Hi everyone. Actually, I'm working in digital marketing, and I used to make a lot of presentation to clients. I would like also to hold some conferences and presentation in public speaking in the future. So I would love to improve my communication skills. So that's basically why I'm here today.
Thank you very much. Yes, it is the right place. We will help you to improve your communication, presentation, and leadership skills. I can see another guest. He or she has just joined. Sionmi. I hope I pronounce your name correctly. Can we have your introduction, please? Okay, then. Thank you very much for joining, and we are happy to have you here. Let's see, what is the Toastmaster? Toastmaster is a non-profit organization which helps to improve your communication and leadership skills. And I have noticed that a lot of guests join to improve their communication, presentation, and leadership skills. That is the right platform where you join. This organization was founded by Dr. Rolf C. Semedley in 1924. Currently, there are 364,000 active members in 16,200 countries in 16,200 clubs in 145 countries. So the question, once you join Toastmaster Club, any Toastmaster Club, what you will learn, there are top 5 benefits. First is you will improve your public communication skills. How you will improve? Once you join as a member, we will help you to select your path according to your goal, according your the field, what you suppose you want to improve your presentation, and some people they want to improve their leadership skills. So we help them to select their path, and each path there is some project, around 15 to 18 project, and each project has a different purpose. The speaker, the person who will do that project, he or she has to fulfill or meet these purpose. And in this way, you will improve your communication skill. Today, you will see that we have 3 speakers. They will deliver their speeches according to the purpose of these projects. Second one, you improve your leadership skills. If you are working in any organization, if you are head, if you are manager, and the problems whenever we provide the feedback, we use inappropriate words or there's some negative language which harm the person. So here what we will see that first we will teach the people how to provide the constructive feedback. And today you will see that in evaluation where our evaluator will provide the constructive feedback to the speakers that how they can improve their communication skills and how they can take their speeches to next level. Third one is maximum your potential. If you are not attempting different things, it means you don't know your potential. And here, once you become the members and once you attempt a lot of things like you join and you want to improve your communication and later on you realize you are good at leadership skills. So it means you will get a lot of opportunities to improve your leadership skills. And fourth one is networking. One person, I believe William mentioned that he's looking for networking. Yes, if you see here, we have members from different countries and from different fields. Some are IT professionals, some are teachers, some are working in hospitals, and we therefore we get a lot of information from them, and we can improve and we can also increase our network. Therefore, it is saying the network is net worth. Fifth one, you build your self-confidence. When you meet with different people and do different tasks during the club meetings, you improve your confidence. So why we are saying that we are different from other clubs? Once you become the member of Universal Toastmaster Club, and that's what we also love to have you as a member in our club. After becoming the member, first we will conduct the orientation session where we sit with you and we will help you to plan your Toastmaster journey and help you to select the path according to your goal. And second one, we assign you mentor. That mentor will work with you for 6 months. However, it is not like 6 months is necessary. After that, you can also approach to any other members to help you in anything. We are ready to help. And third benefit, we always believe to give more stage time to our newcomers, new members. We always encourage new members to come and deliver their project. And fifth one, we are here to ready to help in any field. If we suppose some few people belongs to some field, as William he has mentioned that he want to start his Amazon business. If someone is working on Amazon, sure he or she will help you to build your Amazon business. So with that, in our Toastmaster meeting, there is one person we call TMOD, and normally you can relate it is like host of meeting. He will take us from beginning to end the meetings on the time, and we call this TMOD. Today, our TMOD, he's doing his debut in Toastmaster role, TMOD role. He has joined Universal Toastmaster Club in September 2021, just 4 months ago, and he belongs to IT field. Please welcome our TMOD of today meeting, Toastmaster Naveen Kumar. Naveen Kumar, over to you.
Thank you, DTM Rahim. So Mark Twain, an American author, once said, if you eat a live frog in the morning, you can go through the day with satisfaction, knowing it is the worst thing that can happen during the day long. So your frog here is your goals that you want to achieve, the important tasks that you want to complete. Most of us want to complete these tasks, but we do procrastinate it, postpone it without making any action. These are the important tasks that we have to complete that will give us a very good results, but hardly sometimes we make any action. Procrastination taught me how to complete 30 minutes of work in 8 hours and 8 hours of work in 30 minutes. New year starts with new resolutions, a new beginning. Most of you might have completed your or achieved your previous resolutions and some might have skipped it. The one common reason that I have observed that people skip or not complete their goals is procrastination. So at one point I have discovered and rediscovered the simple truth, that is, the person who gets success or the people who are more successful, they are consistently, single-mindedly working on the important task, and they work on this task till it is completed. This gives them immense success. It gives them, they will become very happy in their life, and it gives them whatever the career goals or the person's goals they have planned. At one point, I was thinking, what are the reasons that other people are more successful than me? So at that point, I have decided to sit and understand what others are doing. I met them, try to understand from them what the things that they are doing differently. Also, I read 3 books as part of this to improve, to plan my things very well, and also improve on the so I don't do any procrastination on the important things. So success is like a magnet. If you try to work hard and work hard continuously, it will attract us. Let me tell you 2 important rules of eating the frog. If you want to eat the frog, eat the ugliest one and the biggest one first. That is, to put it in other words, if you have 2 tasks or the 2 goals that you want to complete the most complex and the important one first. Take it as a test, make it as a challenge. Your mind may stimulate you to do the smaller ones first, easiest one first, but make it as a discipline to complete the important one. The second rule to eat the frog is, if you have to eat a live frog, eat it immediately. If you want to complete an important task, which is very urgent, act on it immediately. Develop an habit of success. How do we do it? We have to complete our most important and urgent task every day in the morning. If you do it regularly, it will become an habit. Make it an addiction. If you do it for 21 days continuously, it will become an addiction. When you complete an important goal or a task on that day, your brain will release a chemical called endorphin. This gives you an immense rush, a positive enthusiasm. You become a winner. You feel like you are an achiever. So when this happens regularly, it will become you will become addicted to this habit. So 21 days, do it continuously to make it as an habit. And when you do it, it will lock into your personality. So I will explain a formula called 3D. That is, first you have to decide on the goals or the achievements that you want to complete. The second D is your discipline. I'm going to explain a few principles in today's session. So have a discipline to achieve this, or make a discipline approach to follow these principles. The third D is your determination. Have determination to follow the first and the second Ds. So before I go ahead and share these principles with you, let me take you through how our Toastmasters meeting works. Toastmaster session is divided into 3 parts. The first part is our prepared speeches, where my fellow Toastmasters have already prepared their speeches. They will come here and deliver their speeches. The second part is our impromptu speeches. These are also called as table topic sessions. Even the guests can participate in these sessions. The third part of the meeting is our evaluation. Here, our evaluators will provide the feedback to the Toastmasters who have delivered their speech. Also, to conduct any meeting successfully, we have some key role players. So let me introduce you to the first role player of the day. He's none other than our current president and distinguished Toastmaster, DTM Rahim. Over to you, DTM Rahim, to give the rules of the timer.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Naveen. Time is free, but it is priceless. You can't own the time, but you can use it. So let's use time wisely. And we have 3 segments: prepared speech. The timing is 5 to 7 minutes, and at 5 minutes, you will see that I will change my virtual background into green color, and 6 minutes, you can see the yellow, and 7 minutes, red color. And then speaker will have 30 seconds to conclude the speech. Our second segment will be the table topic, where speakers will have 1 to 2 minutes. 1 minute, speakers will see the green virtual background, and 1 minute 30 second yellow, on 2 minute red color, and then speakers will have 30 seconds to conclude their speeches. In evaluation segment, we have 2 to 3 minutes. 2 minutes, the evaluator will see the green virtual backgrounds, and 2 minutes 30 second yellow, and on 3 minute red virtual backgrounds, and then evaluators will have 30 seconds to conclude their evaluation. With that, I hand over stage back to our TMOD Toastmaster Naveen Kumar.
Thank you very much, DTM Rahim. So next role player is our word of the day. Our role player will introduce a new word to us. She's a new member in our club, but she is a very impressive member. Within short time, she also, within a short period of time, she won the club contest for debates. So let me introduce our Toastmaster, Juan, to introduce our word of the day. Over to you, TM Juan.
Good morning, Toastmaster. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. I'm very happy. You see, I'm immersed by the lights. That's why I'm here. Wake up. There's 2 hours difference from Dubai time, and so the motivation that make me wake up is the sun. The sun always tell me every day, rise and shine. So this is the first light I see in a day. The second, I'm really happy to hear the story shared by our sergeant Lisa about another monk story. It inspired me a lot to be friendly to each other. That's why we joined this community to share, to love, to study. And also thank you for the story about our Toastmaster Day, about the eat that frog. So today the word I'm sharing is also connected with success. More importantly, is connected with intelligence. Like Stephen Hawking said, intelligence is the ability to adapt to change. So today, the word I share is about how we adapt to change. This is the word. Okay, wait a moment. I'm sharing my screen. This is the most important word I got from one British lady last year, so I'm happy to share with you here. Yeah, it's to start with A and pronounce with agile. Agile or agile. There are 3 definitions I pick up here. So after I explain them, I would like to ask 3 members to to share with all of us. The first is about physically able to move your body quickly and easily. So first one, I would like to ask our Toastmaster of the day, Naveen, would you please share with us this example?
Sure. Agility is one part of our project management also. So I'm an ID profession. We do implement all our projects in an agile way. So we split the biggest thing into smaller things, and we try to do it in a very quick and fast way.
Yeah, great.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Naveen. Like we say, you need to have agile fingers to do this kind of work. Second one is about our mentally able to think quickly and clearly. I would like to invite our superstar Mohammed, Toastmaster Mohammed. Would you like please read it for the yellow part for the second example?
You're asking for me?
Yeah, please read the second one.
Read, huh?
Yeah, please.
For the man of 80, he has a remarkably agile mind.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Mohammed. So this is about the mind, agile mind. And third one is business management. And I knew that in our Toastmaster, the guests today, some also doing a programmer and dealing with the computer science. So you must be familiar with this word, business management, able to deal with new situations or changes quickly and successfully. The third example is here. I would love to invite our, let me see. Lisa, would you please read for us?
Most agile corporations have flexible management systems that can quickly accommodate global change and exploit opportunities.
Thank you. Yeah, it's very important about this. I would like to thank you, Lisa. So this agile is more about mindset, not only about methodology. And its noun is agility. Synonym is flexible, nimble, limber. And translation, I'm not sure it's right. I asked Google for help. It's hope it's is it? Can anyone tell me? Is it right translation? It's Arabic. I'm not sure it's the right translation.
I think our Toastmaster Javed, if he's listening, he can tell us.
Well, Lisa, I doubt if I have heard this word Russia. I don't know. Agility synonyms. Flexible will be marine instead of Russia.
Instead of, I don't get you. I mean, can you please check the Arabic translation? Is it correct of the agile?
Yeah, that's what I said. I've never heard of it or never seen it. Agility means Russia, no. Okay. Marine will be the word if I can translate it.
Okay, thank you for the feedback.
Yeah, that is Rashaka. So you have not written perfectly Rashaka or Marine. Okay, anyway, I can type it in the chat box. That's it.
I also will. So after that, I will listen to our speech carefully and would like to invite everyone try to use this word agile or agile. And I will write down the creator list about the members who use it in our in their speech. At the end of our semester, I would like to give my report when I called upon by the Toastmaster of the day. Okay. So back to you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Joan, for introducing the word agile. So let me introduce the next role player of the day, that is grammarian. So the Muhammad Ali's Adil. Muhammad Alim is our grammarian for the day. He is by profession he is a civil engineer, and he is our charter club member. Over to you, Muhammad Alim.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the day. Can I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, Toastmaster Alim, you are audible.
Thank you very much. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Today, my role is a grammarian and accountant. As a grammarian, my duty is to note down the colleagues, if any colleagues are mistakes in the grammar, while any Toastmasters guest presenting any speech or any table topic or evaluation, I have to note down. And the role as an accountant, I have to note down the filler words. While any Toastmaster, I guess, doing any speech or any evaluation, so while talking, if any he or she is using the filler word, so I have to note down, and the report feedback will be presented at end of the meeting. Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the day, Mr. Naveen.
Thank you, Toastmaster Alim. So let's move ahead and kickstart our first segment of the day, that is prepared speeches. Let me introduce to our first speaker. She is club member from last June. She's a cabin crew by profession, and she's very kind, and she's in habit of she developed an habit of having patience. Before I introduce the first speaker, TM Lisa, let me call upon her evaluator to provide the purpose of the speech. Our evaluator is Toastmaster Rasa. What do you, Toastmaster Rasa?
Hello, thank you, Toastmaster Naveen. Good morning, everybody. I'm very happy today to be evaluator of Toastmaster Lisa, and she is in a level 2 for project 1. And this speech, the purpose of this speech is for a member to observe his or her time management patterns. So the speech is about time management. And good luck. Thank you very much. Back to you, Toastmaster Naveen.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rasa. So let's welcome Toastmaster Lisa to deliver her speech. What do you, Toastmaster Lisa?
Thank you very much. This time is the first time I like to try to share my screen because I prepared a few slides. So let's see if I'm able, because it's my first time to use that feature. I don't know if you can like have a presentation here. They can see, yeah? Okay. Presentation. Yeah, okay. I went to the expo recently, last week, and I was in the pavilion of Italy. There I found a very beautiful phrase, the perfect time. I believe time is very important to us. And if we use our time wisely, we will become very agile at it to do good things. That's also why I believe the new expo song is called This Is Our Time. Not sure if all of you know the song. It's very beautiful, and it's made especially for the Expo 2020 Dubai. If you've not visited yet, I would highly recommend to use your time and go there to explore. Time, we have so many quotes about time. Time, in my language, we can say, time is healing all wounds. And the two most powerful warriors are patience and time. You know, I really like to improve patience, which I can use in my work, and time management. Lost time is never found again. I would like to show you my favorite quote. My favorite time quote: the greatest gift you can give someone is your time. It was my birthday recently, and I believe the greatest gift you can give me is your time. Because when you give your time, you are giving a portion of your life that you will never get back. Isn't it? Because time, it goes and it will not come back. So I believe we should use our time to do it, to do good things to the world and to the environment. That's when I come to my next topic about sustainability. I would like to adopt a sustainable mindset. And why would I like to adopt a sustainable mindset? I like to use my time to bring good to the environment and a sustainable environment. It is very important nowadays that we know the effects of plastic. In many countries, plastic already has a ban, or they replace it. For instance, in the US, I went to America and I bought a new sunglasses. There was written something: if you're wearing this is harming to your body. And I say, oh, why? I will buy these sunglasses. And then the lady in the shop, she explained to me, this is because this is made of plastic and it's damaging to the environment. I would highly recommend you to join me in this sustainable mindset. And that's why I prepared this slide with activity. In this slide, you can see, for instance, the bottles, plastic bottles. Personally, I'm collecting them every time. Every day, if I use a plastic bottle, I keep them in my home in a bag, and then I bring them to the recycle bin. And I'm using even a special app for that. It's called Zeloop. I already mentioned it before to you. If you order food products online, refuse to have cutlery, because all plastic cutlery is wasted. Say no if anything extra that they want to give you in plastic bags. Supermarket, you can bring your own bag. And even if extra sauce is required, make sure they add it in the existing dish, so you avoid to put another plastic container. Reduce as much as possible packaging. All these things will create to a better waste management, and plastic will be reused. We can, all of us, we can use our time to be sustainable. It doesn't, because maybe in daily life you think like you want to be quick, you know, you want to be agile, you want to be like quick moving. So we are just throwing the bottle here and there because you are thinking you don't have time to collect them and recycle them and reuse these things. I believe it becomes a habit if you do it in your daily life. The last thing I would like to mention is few more actually informations about plastic. 50% of the plastic we use is used just once and thrown away. And did you know that one can make new bottles infinitely with new recycling technologies? I encourage you, all of you, adopt a sustainable mindset and use our precious time wisely. Plastic, it's not fantastic. I believe we can recycle it. And it's time now to recycle. This is our time, the perfect time. Thank you. And over to you. Toastmaster Naveen, I believe, over to you.
Thank you very much for this wonderful speech, Toastmaster Lisa. It is very important to reuse the plastic, and very good message that you have shared with us. So let's move ahead with our next speaker. She is our Vice President Membership. She is by profession a senior brand manager executive. She is associated with the club more than an year. She is our Toastmaster Bia. Before I hand over the session to Toastmaster Bia, let me introduce or call upon the evaluator for Toastmaster Bia, that is Toastmaster Adnan. Over to you, Toastmaster Adnan.
Thank you to you, Modi Naveen. Good morning, everyone, and good morning, Beatrice. Okay, so Beatrice will be, the speech title of Beatrice is Introduction to Toastmasters Mentoring. Okay, and the purpose of the project is for the member to clearly define how Toastmasters envisions mentoring. And the purpose of the speech is for the member to share some aspects of a previous experience as a protege or a mentee. So over to you, Beatrice. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Adnan. So let's move ahead and kickstart this speech. So over to you, Toastmaster Bia.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day. I'll just need to switch to my phone because I realized that my sorry.
Mentoring has quite become a phenomenon. These days, whenever I check and browse my Facebook account, a thing or two about mentoring pops up. But I have no constant role model in life. I live by the proverb, experience is the father of wisdom, which I admit doesn't really actually work all the time. According to a quick research I did, 76% of people think mentors are important, but only 37% currently have one mentor. Although it is not written in our rulebook to have a mentor, but without one feels like driving in a huge city without a map. As the firstborn child in the family, I've become so independent. A path tad bit lonely because I have no big brother or a big sister who can help me steer clear to the right direction. Despite my terrifying, crazy, adventurous journey alone, heaven sent me all kinds of mentor multiple times to my rescue. A lot of them came and left. Few of them are okay. Some are great. And lucky me if it turned out to be the best. But each one of them played a role in my life. My least favorite experience, perhaps, was when I started working at this certain company. They were a pool of experienced professionals. They were really amazingly great people. But while I am surrounded with remarkable people, I am always caught in tough time learning. Once, I shown my work for feedback. It got disregarded without any explanation at all, only to find out it was a great idea taken as a concept later on. If there's a lesson I learned from that experience, that would be to believe in your ability. But I had also my fair share of great mentors too. Back in early 2020, I was at my lowest point for having poor communication skills. Out of desperation, I searched for online mentorship in Facebook and met this amazing African speaker who sincerely trained me for a month. Although short-lived, but he embodied what a mentor is supposed to be. He listened to my pain points, respected my time, advised me points of improvement. And of course, I'm saving the best stories for last. My mom hired me a piano teacher when I was 13, thinking I have the musical prowess inside me, waiting to be unleashed. But my fingers are short. I don't have the rhythm. I can't follow the tune. But my piano teacher believed in me. He was so patient, understanding, and not to mention, innovative. Upon knowing my weakness, what he did is he pasted chords in the keyboard in order for me to remember the key I have to play. He directed me properly and patiently taught me along the way. Through him, I learned to play a full song piece in a month. Finally, I am most thankful to my Toastmasters family. You are all my longest mentors. I came this far because you are all with me, willing to guide me in my public speaking journey. The confidence I am radiating today, I owe it all to you for your constructive and positive evaluations. Owing to that, communication is no longer intimidating because you made it enjoyable and interesting. John Donne said in his poem, and I quote, "No man is an island entire of itself. Every man is a piece of the continent." Similarly, mentors are people who we can rely on to provide us guidance, to share pieces of advice, and assist us over in each step we take. And we are truly not self-sufficient to play all these roles ourselves. That, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Priya, for your speech. I'm one of the among the people who believes that mentoring is more important than the managers. When a new people who are out of the college joins an organization, we need to have more mentors rather than the managers. Thank you for your wonderful speech. Let's move ahead to our next speaker. Our next speaker is associated with the club for more than a year. She's an electric engineer by profession. And I welcome our speaker, TM Archa. Before I hand over the mic to our Toastmaster Archa, let me call upon our evaluator, that is our area club director and one of the best speakers that we have in our group, DTM Hassan Javed.
Good morning, TMOD, Toastmaster Naveen, and good morning, everyone. Toastmaster Archer is presenting a speech. The purpose of this project is for her to clearly define how Toastmasters envisions mentoring. And also the purpose of his speech is for the member to share some aspect of her previous experience as a protege. The timing is 5 to 7 minutes. Good luck, Toastmaster Archer.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hassan Javed. So over to you, Toastmaster Archa. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Naveen. It is very special and very surreal that Toastmaster Hassan Javed is the evaluator of this particular speech of mine, and you will soon find out why. Good morning and a very warm welcome to my fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Like Isaac Newton famously said, "If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulder of giants." Likewise, in my life, as from childhood to teenage to adulthood, I have had many mentors throughout my life. My first mentor was my mother, who also doubled up as my tuition teacher. And I clearly remember this one incident where she was trying to make me do my homework. And she was teaching me the spelling of should, S-H-O-U-L-D, should. So I would misspell it every time, and this continued for a good 10 times. And the 11th time, my mother lost her cool and she once more said the spelling, S-H-O-U-L. And the 12th time, with tears flowing down my eyes, I spelled it exactly as SHOULD. I remember from that moment I was converted from a very lazy and very laid back student to a very passionate and a very hardworking one. Then I remember in my 10th grade, my class teacher and my history teacher, Miss Rosama Babu, telling me that Archa, you are a very hardworking person. You are a very good student, a bright kid. Do not let your happy-go-lucky nature destroy your capabilities. And I remember because this hit me hard, I came first in my class. And I continued doing well in my studies throughout my life. Also, all these mentors in my student life helped me mold me as a better person as well. Now I grew up and I completed my BTech when I was 21 years old. So like any other young adult who came from a comfortable life with everything taken care of, I was thrown into the not so kind phase of the world. I had many failed attempts at very bad interviews. And I wish I had a mentor or I had joined Toastmasters Club at that point in my life. I really do. And bam, the infamous 2020 happened. And I decided I had a very unstable job because I was working as a freelancer. So I really wanted to crack through a great interview and I decided to join Toastmasters and I joined Universal Toastmasters Club. And here is what I said in the beginning, that DTM Ehsan Javed was my first mentor. And he and I met over a Zoom call for the first time. And he encouraged me to take part in the club contest in the table topic segment. And somehow I came third in that first meeting of mine as a Toastmaster member itself. And I would regularly keep in touch with him to get feedback on my speeches and also hand over to him my future speeches to get his feedback. He was very encouraging of my ideas and he also would give us honest feedback. Subsequently, he also started a WhatsApp group, including all the mentees, and he would keep a tab on all our projects and roles. He also started a YouTube channel with the bigger purpose of guiding everyone in the club. So when Toastmaster Ehsan Javed decided to take a sabbatical, I was unsure as to who should be my mentor, who to approach. And the club contest happened again. And if my co-contestants and the role players in that club contest remember, it was full of glitches. It was during that time that a fellow co-contestant of mine, Toastmaster Iram, she decided to help me and guide me through this ordeal. And she guided me and she calmed me down. And that somehow I took part in that club contest and I did well in it as well. Then then I approached Toastmaster Iram to be my mentor because it was a no-brainer that a seasoned Toastmaster and a great orator like Toastmaster Iram should be chosen as a mentor. And she was happy enough to take me as a mentee. And like Toastmaster Javed, though she is a very busy person in the personal and professional life, she is very adept in giving her honest feedback and giving her guidance whenever needed. And I should also mention about Toastmaster Rahim, who is the universal mentor of this Universal Toastmaster Club, who guides us through all the, when we are in two minds about taking up our role. That is it about all my mentors. Now let me praise myself as a mentee. I feel I am a keen student on learning from my mistakes and also keeping on improving on my mistakes and becoming a better person and a better orator and a better leader. Also, that my body has outgrown my mind, and that I am still a student who understands when my mentor tries to guide me through my mistakes and makes me improve on myself. And like the famous saying by the ever famous Steven Spielberg, the delicate difference in mentoring someone is not by creating them in your own image, but by helping them create themselves. So on that note, I dedicate the speech to all my mentors who helped me in creating me and continues to do so. Thank you, and over to you, Tia Modi.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Archa, for delivering the speech. I at once got connected to the story. Even for me, my parents were my first mentors. And they are also the cheerleaders on the small success, the small things that we are achieving. So let me call upon our timer to provide the report. Over to you, DTM Rahim.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Naveen. We had 3 speakers. Toastmaster Lisa, she took 5 minutes 38 seconds. Toastmaster Bia, 4 minutes 45 seconds. And Toastmaster Archa, she took 6 minutes for 55 seconds. So all are qualified. I'm going to share the link. Let me share the link.
DTM Rahim. So welcome back, everyone. Hope everyone has joined the meeting. So before we go ahead with our next session of the meeting, let me share a few principles that I have learned from my mentors, from the successful people I have met, and from some of the books that I have read. The first principle is set the table. If you want to be successful, you have to note down or write down your goals on a paper. Do you know that the people who have note down or their goals or the task in a paper, they achieve or they complete these goals 5 to 10 times more than others. Also, only 3% of the people are writing down their goals. So I request everyone to become those 3% and note down your goals. Another way, when you are noting down, one tip I recommend for everyone is, write down your goals in present tense. So it stimulates your brain every day to achieve that goals immediately. If you put it in the future tense, your brain will not understand to do it immediately. It will keep on postponing. Let's move on to our next principle. That is, plan your day in advance. There is an old formula and it is called 6 P's. Proper prior planning prevents poor performance. This formula highlights the importance of planning. I do follow a technique called 10-90. What I do is, so 10% of my time I will prepare in planning my activities, and 90% of the time I try to achieve them. The next principle that I follow is applying 80-20 rule. This is my favorite rule, and it is also called Pareto Principle. Based on the it is based on the name of the founder, and he is none other than Pareto. So what this formula says is 80% of the results you will get it from 20% of the tasks. If you are in sales, so 20% of your customers give you 80% of the revenues. If you are into products and services, 80% of your revenues, you get it from your 20% of your products and services. So try to apply this principle and see what benefits you will be getting it. So the next principle is try to understand the consequence. Consider the consequence if you don't do a task. Let it put in another way. If you do this or if you complete a goal or if you complete a task, what are the positive consequences, you will get it. If the consequences are very good and very high, do the task immediately. If there are no consequences, it is not required to do those, not required to achieve those goals, or not required to do those tasks. We are all human beings. Whatever we want to achieve it, but sometimes we keep on postponing. We'll keep on procrastinating. So the next principle is creative procrastination. If you want to procrastinate on those small tasks that are not important. Procrastinate on those tasks that doesn't add any value to you in achieving your goals or achieving your or completing your tasks. The next principle is the law of three. So what this says is identify three important goals from your different segments. So the segments are nothing but you may identify your three important things from your personal life, three important goals from your professional life, and three things or three habits that you want to develop. Create your different segments and note down three important goals. Prioritize them. One thing I observed from a successful people and an average person is they know how to do prioritization. So here also you can apply 80-20 rule, okay, to come up with your prioritization. Take it one barrel at a time. It reminds me of one old saying: by yard, it is hard. Inch by inch, always you clinch. So what it means is if you have a very big, complex task, break it down into very specific, smaller tasks. When you complete all this group of smaller tasks, it should get your the major goal or major task should get completed. So plan it in accordingly. So before I move ahead and share a few more principles, okay, that helped me, that helped others, let's go ahead with our next segment of the meeting, that is table topic sessions. To conduct this session, we have an amazing person, a very good storyteller, VP Education of our club and area director 59. Let me introduce Toastmaster Iram Rizvi. Over to you, Toastmaster Iram.
Thank you very much, TM Modi, for the day. And Assalamu alaikum, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Yuan is having a sunshine from the side. So good morning to you. Now, table topics, you all know, but for the benefit of the guest, is the segment where I give you a topic which you have not prepared, and you need to speak on it for minimum 1 minute. Even if you don't agree with the topic, even if the topic doesn't make sense, start talking anything about it. But you have to speak. This gives you courage. This gives you practice to speak on top of your feet. So this is, everyone is the winner, whoever attempts. So everyone has to attempt who will be called in today. So what I have done is that I've got inspired by my Toastmaster of the day with all his advices and the stories and all. And I am a storyteller. So I thought, why don't I hear a story from you guys and hear how it goes? I created something very mean, but then I saw there were more guests, so I changed it. I'm going to call upon my very first speaker for the day to give you an idea of how it works. So do I have Toastmaster Muhammad Alim here? Toastmaster Muhammad Alim?
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to give you a hypothetical situation. And this is the topic for everyone. I'll be changing it for them, but it is not real. But you have to think in the best of your situation. The topic for you, Toastmaster Alim, is if you had a power, which one would you choose? Read the mind of your boss or read the mind of your wife? If you had a power, what would you choose? Read the mind of your boss, read the mind of your wife. Over to you for 1 minute.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Iram Rizvi. This is really very interesting topic. If I get the powers to read the mind, definitely I will go to read the mind of my wife. I believe in the word there's no biggest and bigger boss than a wife. And second thing, the boss I have in the office, I'm working as a project based, the boss are getting changed. So if I will get the powers, maybe I will get the power for one boss, might it will not work to the other boss. But unfortunately, I have only one wife and it will be with me, inshallah, till the end of my life. So this is that's why I will choose the power to read the mind of my wife. Let me tell in a detail also the why I choose that. Suppose when I'm getting wake up for the office, the first thing is coming to my mind, the in the mind of my wife. The first question is, what's your plan for today? Because she knows that after office, I have something to do with my friends here and there. So I don't have that much time to reply to her. So in the morning, I have to prepare for the office and reply to my wife, and every day I have to be the different answers. So sometimes it's supposed to be I can read, then in her mind that I know that she's thinking of this that I will supposed to go today here and there, so I can tell straight away the same thing what she's thinking about me. So it will be hit and click, and the axis for me is a smooth axis I can understand. And this way, second thing, the time when you are near to the end of the month, again something reading to your mind of your wife, the plan for the budget, how to use the salary. So if I can read, I can do budget accordingly. So this is also helpful to me to create more understanding between the relationship of wife and husband and wife. So for me, the boss is the wife that she is always with you in the hard time and in the good days. The boss at my office, this is time to time is getting changed. So I don't want to change my powers. So I stay that I get the power and I will use to my boss. That is my wife. Over to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I have not seen somebody made such a fast U-turn within a minute as much as you have done today. But we all are stuck with the statement that unfortunately I have one wife. So I'm going to move to my next speaker, and I would like to call, we have a guest here today called Guest Aftab. Can you come on screen, Guest Aftab?
Yes. 1 minute.
Sure. It would be great to see everyone who's speaking, to see how stuck you get in your story.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Please tell.
All right.
Am
So
I
Guest Aftab.
audible? Yes,
Yes,
yes.
you are. The topic for you is, would you like to have the superpower of flying or running fastest? Would you like to have the superpower of flying or running fastest, and why? Over to you.
Thank you for the question. If given a choice of having superpower of flying or running faster, I would choose the power of flying, because it gives you the freedom of your own will. Wherever you want to go, you can go very easily. And yes, so flying also gives you the, if you are above the ground, you can see the whole overview from a larger picture. and yes, so it will give you the uh, clear picture of the life. Rather than running faster, uh, you will not able to enjoy the company of your surrounding members, and you will be left alone in the path of life. But if you have the power of flying, you can see uh, if there is any problem with anyone, then if you are in a position to help, then you can definitely help them, uh, and 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 they won't be able to understand the problem, right? If they are on, if they don't have this power. Only if you have the power, you can understand the problems. If you have, if you can look on it from a bigger picture. Yes, over to you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And it was a very nice perspective.
Yes.
But when you're flying, you always have to remember that Dubai has a lot of skyscrapers and they had a lot of detours. On
yes.
And to
Yes.
give you a bit of a flavor, I would call upon our Toastmaster Yuan.
Yes.
And please keep an eye on the timer. So once it's green, you're free to start closing your topic. So Toastmaster Yuan, the topic for you is that you have an option to be one of the story character. What would you be? Would you like to be Cinderella or would you like to be a Snow White? So Toastmaster Yuan, you have a choice of being one of the characters in your life. What would you be? Would you like to be Cinderella or would you like to be Snow White? Over to you.
Wow. Thank you for the question. Maybe my answer is not pleasing. I would not to be either Cinderella nor Snow White. I would like to be the Wonder Woman. Because like especially nowadays, I mean, the world is dynamic and people must learn to be agile in this dynamic world. So instead of waiting for help or meet the I'm not really, I didn't watch this cartoon Cinderella Snow White a lot. The one I choose to be the Wonder Woman because I feel your destiny is like the fingerprint is inside of your hands, and you are the only creator of your own life. And if you decide to do something, just focus on this destination and go for it. And maybe it's connected with my background, my grown-up experience, and my mom always provide me a lot of space to find a solution by myself, and but she's always supportive instead of telling me what to do, how to do. She would like to hear about my thought, like what do you want to do, how do you want to do. So I create a lot of wonders that out of her expectation. So Wonder Woman is my choice. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Yuan. And I can see how agile she made her topic out of what I gave her in the first place. So my next topic would be we have a guest called William. Can you come on screen, please?
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning. Where are you?
I'm here.
All right. So guest William, referring to the story of the rabbit and the hare and tortoise, I'm going to ask you, what would you like to be in life? The rabbit, the hare, or the tortoise? What would you like to be in your life? The hare or the tortoise? Over to you.
I think that's one of the stories when I was in the childhood, like tortoise and the rabbit. I think I'm gonna go with the tortoise. Like in life, you need to be you need to make everything slow, and then you have to finish it. In life you need to be slow in the process. Like don't hurry things. It's part of the process. Like, but once you achieve them, it's um, what can I say? It's slow. It's like it's slowly but surely. Take things like you need to study study well first before venturing to what's your purpose in life, and that's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Guest William. That's a great attempt. Now I'm going to call upon my next speaker, and I think that is again a guest Montahar Suheli. Guest Montahar Suheli, are you here? All right. If you're not on the screen, once you come, just give a ping. Can I call now guest Sabrine? Guest Sabrine? Guest Sabrine, are you here? All right. Do we have guest Abbas with us? Guest Abbas, am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
you are.
Toastmaster. Yeah, you are audible.
Guest Abbas, are you here? All right. We have shy guest over here, I guess. Do we have guest Naj? Guest Naj.
Yes, I'm here. I can try.
Hello. So glad to
Hi.
hear you. All right. So there's a topic for you.
Yep,
And
go on.
that is, okay. So I'm either sending you in the past Cretaceous period, or I'm sending you in extreme future. So you have to select and tell what would you like to be and why. So guest Naj, would you like to be a dinosaur being king of the world? Or would you like to be a super AI robot leading the world? Again, for you, would you like to be a dinosaur being king of the world? Or would you like to be a super AI robot leading the world? Over to you, guest Naj.
Wow, interesting topic. And of course, like I will choose like a AI robot because I'm from that background. Like I'm IT professional. Uh, I would like to be a robot. Because like nowadays with that one we can find the solution for the all the problems, if you take an example. So I'm talking in the way like in IT terms. So I'm talking in that way. So let's say we have a like motorways, and then we have signal system, right? So that is in order, right? That's in order. Like we use some theory for that one. So everyone should stop for there are signals, there are some colors, and we need to wait. If it is red, if it's a green, we need to move. So there are some solution for the human issues. And then nowadays everyone knows about Elon Musk, who's who is looking for the solution for the world, like he's looking to move another like a moon. So like of course, like that's what I like, I would like to be that part anyway.
Thank you
So
very much. Wonderful attempt. Thank you to guest Naj.
Thank you very much.
Like the part, I would have loved to be dinosaur, to be honest, to eat everything that I want and eat anything that I want at any time. I just want to be a dinosaur. Now, I would like to go to my next speaker, and I think we're running out of time. Could I see the guest, Sionmi Wu?
Hello.
Guest Sionmi Wu.
Hello, good
Hi.
morning.
I wanted to figure out whether you're a lady or a gent to give you the question. So my question to you is, and I hope you enjoy it, you have a choice to marry one of these superheroes. Whom would you marry? Iron Man? You have a choice to marry one of these two superheroes. Whom would you marry? Iron Man or Captain America? Over to you, guest Wu. Sionmi, we cannot hear you.
Yeah, I would like to marry Iron Man because actually I'm not quite aware of two men, but in my awareness, like Captain America tried to save, like America, maybe he tried to participate many activities in other countries, which is not his business. But maybe Iron Man is more like a general superhero. Yeah. I'm sorry. Well, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not aware of what they are like as a superheroes. I don't have much knowledge. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for attempting that. I'm not sure if her husband was around, but we know we all like bad boys. So we go for Iron Man. So thank you everyone who attempted. So can I just get a shout from the timer that do we have time for one more speaker?
Yes, Toastmaster, you can go.
Great. Then I would like to call Sinath Matthew. Guest Sinath Matthew, are you here?
Yes. Hi, good morning. Can you hear me?
Good morning. Yes, I can. Just before I give you the question, have you seen Frozen?
No, not really. No.
Yeah. Okay, that would have jumped back at me. All right. But do you watch Disney cartoons? Okay, let me give you. Okay. So in your life, you have an option to be one of these two characters. What would you like to be and why? And remember, this is not one day, it is for the life. Would you like to be the Tom, the cat, or would you like to be the Jerry, the mouse? In your life, you have an option to be one of these two cartoon characters. Which one would you like to be for the life? Tom, the cat, or Jerry, the mouse from Tom and Jerry series? Over to you, Sinath.
Thank you for the question. I am not a cartoon watcher, so I don't know what exact, I'm not very sure about it. But I give a wild guess and I'm answering based on my, guessing. I would like to be Tom the cat, because I believe he is smarter and he gets things done in a very fast and smart way, even though he get into trouble every now and there. But I feel he's smart in getting things done. And in modern world, this is what you need. You need to be smarter. You need to be you have your thinking process in getting what you want in life. So I would like to be a Tom, and I want to be role model for others. So smart thinking and executing stuff is because of this, I want to be a Tom. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was a brilliant attempt. And I love the fact that you were not sure, but you still went ahead using your hypothetical situation. I would love to be the mouse, and I pray my husband could be Tom and I could take all my revenges. So now I would like to go on to the timer of the day and ask him to share the timing so we can move towards our voting.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Aram. So we had 7 speakers. First speaker was Toastmaster Alim. He took 2 minutes 57 seconds. Second speaker was our guest Aftab. He took 1 minute 40 seconds. Third speaker was Toastmaster John. She took 2 minutes 10 seconds. And fourth speaker was our guest William, 1 minute 5 seconds. And then guest Naj, he took 1 minute 32 seconds, and guest Sion Mi Wu 1 minute 7 seconds, and guest Sneep Matthew 1 minute 5 seconds. So excluding Muhammad Alim, all are qualified. I'm going to share the link for voting. You can vote for best table topic speaker. You can vote yourself also. Let me
Thank you. The timer, and everybody can vote here, the guest and the Toastmasters. And we know that Muhammad Alim went overtime so that he doesn't win the topic. Otherwise, he would be trouble at home, speaking on his wife and then winning the topic also. So everybody take just 10 seconds quickly, go and vote. You can vote for yourself too. Even the guest can vote. The aim of table topics is always to attempt. Give an attempt, come on the stage, get yourself warmed up, and practice, practice, practice. The more you come into the meetings, the more you get chances to be on top of your feet and think creatively. Some of us might go for serious answers. Some of us might completely go crazy like me. I can never go serious. So I would now like to pass upon the captainship back to our TMOD. And over to you, Mr. TMOD.
Thank you very much, TM Hiram. Your topics are very refreshing and they are very innovative. Thank you very much. So let's move on to understand our next principles, okay, as part of our theme. The next one is upgrading your skills. If you want to complete your goal, sometimes you may need a specific skill. For example, if you want to become a top-notch project manager in your organization, you have to have very good skills in your project management. If you need, go ahead, spend some time, learn new things in your, learn new things to improve your goals. In other words, try to improve your core competencies. This will help you to do the task fast. It gives you gives you better results and helps you to achieve the goals faster. Leverage your special talents. Each and everyone might have your own unique talents, unique skills. Try to leverage it. So how I am doing it? I am an IT profession. I have very good skills related to my profession. And whenever I get time, I try to do consulting for some companies. So I'm leveraging my skills, the skills that I have, where I'm passionate about, okay, by doing some consulting work. In turn, I'm earning some money. So in the last two principles that I explained, we have to be top notch. When I say top notch, the standards that I said is, if I am doing a consulting, how do I know whether I have did it justice for them or it is the top notch work I have done? If my client is calling me and giving me another project, or if he is offering me to join his company, these are the two ways I am considering, okay, that I have done justice to my client. So come up with your own standards, okay, to be on the top notch deliverables. Identify your key constraints. For example, when you want to complete your task, your goals, or anything in your professional life, in your personal life, sometimes you will not be able to do it, or you may face some challenges. Okay, identify those constraints and act upon immediately, overcome them. If required, try to do some courses, learn from your peers or friends or family members. That is the best way to overcome your constraints. The last two principles that I have explained helps you to achieve your goals faster, gives you those results immediately. Maximize your personal powers. So most of the time I have seen in my organization, okay, people are spending even after their working hours to complete their tasks. We have to understand one thing, as in human beings, we can work for say 6 to 8 hours max. After that, even though we can work physically, but mentally we'll get tired. The productivity will go down. You have to plan your day in very well. So how do you do it? For me, I'll divide the day into 3 equal parts: 8 hours of work, 8 hours of sleep, and 8 hours of other activities. So these 8 hours I'll spend with my families, friends, and most importantly, I spend to complete my goals. At least I will try to spend 1 or 2 hours on them. The next principle that we have is motivate yourself into action. We become what we think. If you think positively, if you think action oriented, if your thinkings are, or your beliefs are that you can complete those goals, you can achieve it, you can move to the next level in your career, in your personal life, or you can learn a new skill. It may be a game like a badminton, or it may be swimming. Someone want to learn swimming. Okay, each these small goals that you achieve gives you immense confidence. It will improve your self-esteem, and you think like a winner. Actually, you yourself see a difference. What you wear, or what you are today, and what you will be. Develop a sense of urgency. This is one of the principles that I have observed and learned from my mentors actually. The difference between the successful people and the normal people is the successful people develop the sense of urgency. If they find a goal, they want to complete their task, okay, they do it, they kickstart on that immediately. They don't wait actually. And they show that urgency, okay, till it is completed. So the determination or the discipline to complete the task is one of the deciding factor or the defining factor that differentiate between a successful and an achiever than a non-achiever. So before I move ahead with the theme, let me proceed with our next segment of the meeting, that is evaluation. So let me call upon our first evaluator to give feedback on our on Lisa. So over to you, Toastmaster Rasa.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Naveen. And I'm going to be evaluating Toastmaster Lisa, who was talking about sustainability. So I was looking at her management skills and management patterns. And first, I would like to state the obvious. Her speech was 5 to 7 minutes, and she was without a good time frame to her speech was 5 minutes 38 seconds, which is well done on that. Now, timing, of course, timing management, of course, it's what you are talking about as well. So very well done selecting the topics that are extremely time sensitive. And first of all, you talked about Expo. Your opening was great because you asked the question if we actually visited Expo, and then you went on linking your topic to sustainability after you went to a pavilion. So very well done on that. Your speech was very well structured, and you had a conclusion as well, which left us with a message where you said that it's time to recycle. So you gave us solution as well to the problem that we are facing nowadays. Now, I also noticed how quick and how adaptable you are. You managed to use the word of a day in your prepared speech, which is very good. Not everybody can do that, actually. So very, very well done on that as well. When it came to your voice variety, I liked the places where you showed us your passion and showed what you think about the topic. Then you say, I highly recommend you to go to Expo, or it's time to recycle now. So it gave us, a feeling that what is important in your speech as well. So well done. Now, of course, there's always little things that we can improve. Nobody is perfect. Even we can be very close to it, but I'll just give you very little things. So when you wanted to share the screen, it would be a good idea to check it before or try before, because we didn't, at least I didn't actually see your slides. I saw your screen. And you've been very little for most of the speech. So I think that can put our attention to just the screen that you are showing instead of you talking to us. So I think next time maybe it's would be a good idea just to check everything through, and then it will take less time for you to start the speech, which would be better for time management as well. And that's it. Otherwise, it's very, very well done. Thank you very much, Lisa. And back to you, Toastmaster Navi.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Rasa, for your clear and crisp feedback. Let's move on to our next evaluator. I request TM Adnan to share your feedback about the speech delivered by TM Bia.
Thank you, Modi. First, I would like to start by congratulating Beatrice for delivering the message successfully about the introductions of Toastmaster mentoring. So, good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I saw Beatrice sharing the personal experience of the company where she was surrounded by experienced professionals. Personally, I always like the idea to share personal stories, as the audience, the people don't listen to the talk most of the time. Majority, the people listen to the stories. They are more interested in listening to the stories. Okay, coming to the voice clarity. Yes, the voice clarity was very good. I was able to understand all the words she were uttering during the speech. Further, Bia, I noticed that Bia was very comfortable while delivering the speech. This is, I don't know, because this comfort is because she's an old Toastmasters. Because this comfort comes with experience, and what I have learned in life that there is no shortcut to experience. You have to spend time for it. So the comfort was very good. Further, the speech was good written, well structured. I like it. There was an opening, there was an ending, and in the body it was also very well structured. Okay, so moving forward, to make her speeches more successful in the future, I will just share my humble experience. Number one is of the vocal variety. Having more variety in your vocals keeps the audience engaged and helps the audience to have a better imaginary, a better vision of the story which you are giving. Okay, regarding the eye contacts, yes, I would like to have more eye contacts, because most of the people to whom you are talking, they think that making less eye contacts is a matter of respect. So I personally try to give maximum eye contact to the people I speak to. Okay. Further, I personally always trying to be agile by checking all the devices are working properly. Whenever my speeches or meetings online are starting, so we have to be proactive in checking all the devices. Like I just saw that Beatrice switched from the mobile to the laptop. Well, that's okay, that's fine. Overall, the speech was very well written, very good, well structured, and had all the main ingredients to make it successful. That's it. So back to you, TM Modi. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Adnan. Your feedback is also very well structured, like our speech. Thank you. Let's move on to our next evaluator. And I would like to welcome DTM Hassan Javed to share your feedback to our Toastmaster TM Archer.
Good morning, TMOD, and a special good morning to my target speaker, Toastmaster Archa, and my mentee. I see her on the screen, and it is a proud moment for somebody who has worked for a short period of time as mentor of Toastmaster Archer to see that what she has done so far and what she has learned. So congratulations on that, Toastmaster Archer, and let me categorize how your speech went. And I would say the first thing which I noticed in your speech was the attention. You grabbed the attention of the audience by mentioning that I'm glad that Toastmaster Javed is evaluating my speech, and I'll tell you why. So there was suspense, and there was, when you mention somebody in the audience, everybody looks or thinks about it, and speech or whatever you're saying becomes interesting. And the second part, which I love the most, is the structure of your speech from your mother to all the mentors which you have been in Toastmasters journey so far. The area of improvement, I would say that is the improvisation. When you have a story, the story has many characters, which began from your mother till all your mentors who have been so far. There must be an incident, there must be something that you could have dramatized, whether between your mother or you or your mentors and you as well. Another thing which I would love to mention here is the voice modulation. When you have speech, they have, any story has characters, and every character has different voice modulation, which you may adopt in the future, I believe. Overall, your speech was very well structured. So far, if I see the basic of any speech, we have all covered, from storytelling, attention grabbing of the audience, and mentioning one by one all the mentors who have been. A further recommendation, if I may, maybe you have the same difficulty which I have. I don't have a long wire which I can stand in a speech. So I would highly recommend, if you can, do that in the future speeches, stand up and a speech. That will give you more confidence whenever you will come, even in the physical meeting as well. Another point which I may highlight for the benefit of the guest, you were supposed to define that how in Toastmasters mentorship works. That maybe, in my opinion, that was missed. Overall, a great speech, and I wish you good luck, Toastmaster Archer. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, DTM Javed, for your simple way of giving your feedback and also helping the speaker to know the areas of improvement. I would like to call upon our timer to share the timing report and share the link for voting.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Naveen. Toastmaster Rasa, she took 3 minutes 23 seconds. Toastmaster Adnan, he took 3 minutes 10 seconds. And DT Mason, he took 2 minutes 36 seconds. So all are qualified. I'm going to share the link here. So only Toastmaster can vote for best evaluator. And Naveen, you can proceed.
Thank you very much. I would like to invite our next role player, that is TM Juan, to submit her report.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. In my list, I noted that the word of the day, agile, was mentioned 5 times, 3 times during the introduction part, and 1 time during the prepared speech part by Toastmaster Lisa, and also during the 1 time in the table topic part. And I believe that this word was planted in everyone's mind, and it will grow flourishly. That's my report. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Juan. Now I would like to invite our next role player, that is TM Alim, to submit your grammarian report.
Good morning, dear Modi and dear guests and fellow Toastmasters. As a grammarian, I didn't notice any grammatical mistake or college. Either all of you are in good grammar, either I'm not in good. More of it was fantastic, all the speakers and the guests. As I counted, I noticed some of our speakers, even the senior Toastmasters, they use this word as very frequently, even the speakers. I have to mention the name Toastmaster Archa. She is using the R's very frequently in her speech. She is very good speaker. I really appreciate and I listen always her speeches. But I will request her to control this filler word. Moreover, also other our speakers and table topic master, they are using the filler words. So we will request that we have to control these filler words. As a public speakers, we can be a good speakers if we look over filler words. Throughout, it was meant very good, and I really enjoyed all the speakers. I stretch back to our TM Modi. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Naveen.
Thank you very much for sharing the feedback, Toastmaster Ali. It was last year, August. I thought of improving my communication skills. So as part of this, I started visiting as a guest for a few Toastmaster clubs, and I decided to at least visit 4 to 5 Toastmaster clubs and decided and go ahead and join one of the best clubs. But my journey halted at the second club. The reason for this is the captain of the ship on that day was explaining her theme very well. Actually, I was very impressed the way she conducted the meeting on that day, the way she was explaining the theme and connecting the story. That's where my journey got halted and became the member of this club. So let me introduce our general evaluator. She is also the area director of our club, past president, and she is also helping people with determination. I would like to welcome TM Midat Siddiqui to share her general evaluation about the today's proceedings. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Naveen. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes.
Oh, great. Thank you so much. Okay, it's good afternoon already. So good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests who have joined our meeting for Universal Toastmasters Club. Well, as a general evaluator, it is my responsibility to share my report, how the meeting went, what are the do's and don'ts, and my feedback, how each role player, or in short, how we can improve our meetings to take it to the next level. Now, I will start from the beginning with our first role player, Sergeant at Arms. Now, Sergeant at Arms is the face of every meeting. That is the first person we see on screen. And whatever energy he or she brings on the screen is something that will be taken forward by the next role player. So, for example, if a sergeant at arms starts a meeting with full and vibrant energy, it is something contagious and it will be passed on to the next role player. And I would say that our today's acting sergeant at arms, Toastmaster Lisa, just did what was required as an acting sergeant at arms. So, Toastmaster Lisa, you stated all the rules and regulations that sergeant at arms should take care of. You were completely with enthusiastic and full energy. You started the meeting. It was on time. We were a few minutes late, but that's absolutely fine. As an acting sergeant at arms, you did a fabulous job by stating everything. I really like that you use your time wisely by stating a story or something that will be a takeaway message for whoever is attending today's meeting. So I love the way you have done your role. Keep it up, and you did a fabulous job. Just one little feedback for the sergeant at arms is never touch the theme of the meeting. That is something solely taken care by the TMOD. So avoid talking about the theme. I liked how you conveyed a message. There was something in your speech, but avoid touching the theme. That is just the pleasure. It should be done by the Toastmaster of the day. Other than that, Toastmaster Lisa, keep shining. You were amazing. Thank you so much. Then comes our president, DTM Rahim. What could I say? As always, whenever he begins his message, there's always something, a moral or a message for everyone, something that we can always take away. And I really like that he ensured that everyone present in the room is well introduced, especially the guests, so they don't feel left out. Very nicely conducted the session. I really like that how you explain the meeting structure for those who are attending a Toastmasters meeting for the first time. And you also explain the TMOD role when passing on the baton to the next person. So thank you so much, DTM Rahim, for conducting the role of a president so well and ensuring that all the members or whoever is attending the meeting, they get encouraged by the way you have presented yourself. So thank you so much. Now, the Toastmaster of the day is the star of the day, and I will talk about him at the end. Now, let's move to our silent role players. For example, one of our role players was Toastmaster Joanne, our word master of the day. Toastmaster Joanne, I love the style, the getup of the word master. I could constantly see that, yes, this is the word of the day by which the way you have used the virtual background in your benefits. I really like that fact. You explain the role, you ensure that every person in the room uses the word, you conducted the round robin session. And I love that you encourage everyone to use the word at the end of the session. And even during the session, you were posting the messages so that in case we forget that this is the word of the day, we will get those gentle reminders. One little suggestion for you is that try to use your time wisely. For example, you were assigned 1 minute, and I saw that you were talking about a bit more. You were off the track from your role as a word master. So just to ensure that we are on time is not the solely responsibility of the Toastmaster of the day or the timer, but every single role player who comes on screen, they are responsible to make sure that they are using their assigned time and not exceeding the time. Other than that, as a word master of the day, you did a fabulous job. We were impressed, and I'm sure that we will remember the word agile in our future meetings as well. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Joanne. Then we had three amazing speakers. We had Lisa, Bia, Arta, all the Wonder Womans rocked the stage with their speeches. And I really like that all three speeches were very well evaluated by, the first evaluator was Rasa for Lisa, Adnan was for Bia, and DTM Esan was for Archa. Now, Toastmaster Lisa, love the presentation that you presented, I mean, your speech, and I really like how nicely Rasa evaluated every aspect. She highlighted the positives, what were the feedback, and what could be done to improve the feedback. So I don't want to comment anything. Just one thing that I noted down was that we were not able to see the slide, so it will be advisable if you can do this testing thing during the networking time. It will save your time as well and will save you from the hassle or last minute panics. And one little suggestion for Rasa is that as an evaluator, always ensure to summarize your evaluation. Even when you are an evaluator, consider that as a 2 to 3 minute speech. So every single time there will be an introduction, there will be a main body, and at the end there will be a summarized version. So you mentioned all the positives, that what good things was done by Toastmaster Lisa, and then you mentioned how she can improve with your feedback, and you even mentioned the feedback. With the feedback, you mentioned how she can improve. In the end, just summarize that, hey, this was the positive points which I have taken out of your speech, and this were the feedback. So it will be more of, I'm speaking from a contest point of view. So in future, when you are participating in an evaluation contest, the judges will be marking you based on that. So consider this as a mini evaluation speech itself. Other than that, I was very impressed the way you have done the evaluation for Toastmaster Lisa. Our second evaluator was Toastmaster Bia, and Toastmaster Adnan covered all the points that I have noted down. Just one little suggestion for Toastmaster Bia is that when we are attempting the project Introductions to Mentoring, it's more about sharing our experiences. I really like that you mentioned and you thank the mentors in your life. But as a listener, we would have loved to hear a story, maybe from one particular mentor. It could be your mom later on in your career or in your professional life. Maybe one little story that you could have elaborated a bit since you had more time. It's a 7-minute speech and you utilize only 4 and 45 seconds. So you still have time to actually incorporate a story in your speech. Other than that, you did a fabulous job as always. You are improving with every single role that you're taking up. So keep it up. Our third speaker was Toastmaster Archa, who again attempted the same project. It was very well evaluated by DTM Esan, so I have no comments on that. He is a seasoned evaluator and a Toastmaster, so he was able to cover every single point that I had noted down. So thank you so much, DTM Esan and Archa, for sharing your experiences. It was amazing to listen to your speech. Then comes one of my favorite. I mean, every single part in Toastmasters meeting is favorite, but when it comes to table topic session, it's something different. And who could have done better than Toastmaster Iram? Toastmaster Iram, thank you so much for conducting the session so beautifully. You managed to cover up everything, the rules, encourage every single person, be it guests or members, and the importance of table topic. I really love the questions that you came up with. They were something very unique and something that will make you think. And at the same time, you will be full of joy and happiness that, okay, what will be the answer to that? And one thing that was really beautiful about the part is that after wrapping it up before handing over the screen to the Toastmaster of the day, you actually wrapped it up in a very nice manner, encouraging everyone and leaving it on a high encouraging note that what is the importance of table topic. And even if we speak for a little, that's okay, because we are here to improve. But the more important thing is that we give it a try. That's more important. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Iram, for beautifully conducting the table topic session. I'm sure everyone enjoyed it just as much as I have enjoyed. Then comes our grammarian Toastmaster, Alim. Toastmaster Alim, thank you so much for providing us a report. It's a tough job to be a grammarian and accountant, ensuring that you are listening to every single word that has been uttered throughout the meeting. I really like that you actually encourage everyone to control our filler words. I would have loved to hear the secret how we could have controlled the filler words. If you have given a suggestion, would have been lovely. One little suggestion for a grammarian, it was nice that you said that everyone spoke really well and you couldn't find any grammatical mistake. But as a grammarian, if you feel like there are no grammar mistakes, but you can highlight something, maybe a phrase that you heard throughout the meeting, or maybe a metaphor or something that touch your heart, you can always give a quick or a brief summary of the words that were used throughout the session. This will help as a grammarian, and this will be more like a summary of what happened throughout the meeting. I'm running out of time, so I will just quickly jump to our Toastmaster of the day. Now, Toastmaster Naveen, okay, yeah, there you are. Toastmaster Naveen, I love the theme that you came up with, Eat That Frog. It was very interesting. The way you have presented, it showed that you have prepared, you have researched on the subject, and you knew what you are going to say. So good job done there. You covered everything. The best part of the speech was that throughout the session, you were able to transition from one phase to another very smoothly. Not even for one bit, I felt like, oh, he forgot about to talk about the theme. You knitted it so well that we knew that this is the theme. And every single time you were speaking about the theme, you gave us some pointers that how we can improve ourselves. Like I really like when you said that work for 8 hours and then 8 hours for family and 8 hours for yourself. So I really like you were giving your own personal examples, how things are done, and at the same time, you were guiding us to actually get some benefit out of it. So thank you so much. As a Toastmaster of the day, you took charge really well. It's not an easy job to conduct a meeting and hold it together. You were actually able to hold it together. The transition was amazing. It was run smoothly. You ensure that all the role players are introduced well. You stick with the theme, and we love that at the end of the meeting we are going with so many messages and key things and pointers for us to remember and work on ourselves. Now, one little suggestion and a feedback for a Toastmaster of the day is please avoid commenting on the speeches or evaluations once they are done. So for example, if I am one of the evaluators, so you can just simply say thank you Toastmaster Middat for the evaluation. Reason being we don't comment any further is that when it is time for voting, it might affect the people who are voting. And it won't be unfair. Maybe you have complimented a little too much for first evaluator and a little less for the second evaluator. That will affect the voting. So that's the reason as a Toastmaster of the day, we ensure that we are fair. We are not doing any biasness to any speaker or any evaluator. So we ensure to just thank them for the role that they have done without commenting them. So later on, it won't affect the voting. Other than that, you did a fabulous job. Keep it up and keep taking up roles. We would love to see you in other roles as well. In short, the meeting was smooth. Every single role player did justice to their role. They were well prepared. They knew what to do. A little feedback for anyone present in the room, especially for the role players, that if you are unable to switch on the camera when it is your turn, out of courtesy, please ensure to inform the reason if you are unable to switch on your camera. Every person would like to see who the speaker is, and it's more better. It is always better to see you and while we are hearing you. So just a simple request that try to switch on your cameras if you can, especially when you are the role player. And if for some reasons you're unable to, always ensure to inform before you start your role. Other than that, I'm happy that we conducted this meeting. It was amazing, very well conducted by Toastmaster Naveen, and every single role player did their best and gave their best. So thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster Naveen.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Middat, for sharing your feedback. I would like to conclude my theme by sharing my personal experiences with you all. I was working very hard. Every day I was working. I was completing my small tasks, but at the end, I was not completing my most important tasks. Sometimes I was postponing on these important tasks, or in few cases, I haven't started those things. So procrastination is like a credit card. It is fun until it is a lot of fun until you get the bill. So once I started following these principles, it helped me immensely. In a career way, I started improving my core competencies. And then I started getting promotions. In 3 years of span, I got 2 promotions, and I also started off taking up the next level of roles. Personally, I started learning new things, new habits that I have developed. At the same time, it was helping me personally and professionally. The another important thing that helped me is I was getting a lot of time actually. I'm able to spend a good amount of quality time with my family and friends. I feel this is very much important in our life actually. So if it worked for me, I think it can work for others. Try to take what are the principles. Okay, try it out. If it works for you, try to implement it, follow it, and share with your friends and family. Thank you very much. And I would like to hand over the session to our president. Over to you, DTM Rahim.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Naveen Kumar, for such amazing meeting. I congratulate 2 our debutant. One is Toastmaster Naveen Kumar. It was his first time as a TMOD, and also Toastmaster Rasa, she has done evaluations first time. Thank you very much to take that step and come forward. And also I congratulate our 3 Wonder Women who have completed the levels. Toastmaster Lisa, she has completed level 1 and she started level 2. And Toastmaster Archa and Toastmaster Bia, they both have completed level 2 also. Thank you very much. And also I am thankful to all our guests, and your feedback matters. Please don't exit. We are going to end the meeting within 5 minutes. So I love to hear from you. Guest Aftab, would you like to share your feedback? And we hope we serve the purpose. Yes, Mr. Aftab, you are here? Okay. Guest William, Mr. William, can we have your feedback, please?
Yeah, the session is great. I've learned a lot.
Okay.
So I've noticed that that impromptu questions like Miss Erum gave me, it's like it's very crucial. If, for example, when you are in an interview or something like that, when something pop up, and then you are unprepared, well, it's actually it's good. It's good. Yes, that's all.
Thank you very much, and we hope to see you in future also as a member or guest. And then we have another guest, Miss Sabrine. Can we have your feedback, madam?
Hi everyone. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to join since the start, but I find the discussion very enriching. I'm new to Toastmasters, and I'm very interested in public speaking and leadership. So I find the feedback given by the observers very interesting, because they were actually focused on many aspects that would help us in the future advance our skills in terms of public speaking. So it's a great incentive for me to join and to be an active member. Thank you, everyone.
Sure, thank you very much. Yes, please share your number. You can send privately to Toastmaster Bia. Bia is their name. Just
Okay.
send her number. So she will approach you and explain you that how you can be a member of your.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Very much. Yeah. We have another guest, Mr. Abbas. Mr. Abbas, would you like to share your feedback?
Hi all. How's everyone?
Fine, alhamdulillah.
Yeah, actually, I was on and off. I'm very sorry. I think someone was calling my name, but I wasn't able to reach in time. Yeah, I enjoyed the session. There's a lot of points which like I got to know, and also like I've heard before, and I got to recap on. Overall, like I really learned a lot from this session, and I like there was questions which are off topic.
Mm-hmm.
But it helps people talk about themselves, which is really interesting.
Okay. So we hope to see you again in our meeting as a
Hopefully,
member or
yeah.
guest, inshallah.
Hopefully.
Okay. We have another guest, Mr. Muntahar. Muntahar.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, first of all, thank you very much for this opportunity. To be honest, that actually this is very short notice for me to join this group. That's why I'm actually today I'm not really well prepared. Even when somebody called me, I was doing other job, other things. So I was busy do something. So that's why most of this session I'm not concentrate. But anyway, yeah, this is a very good sessions, and I hope that by next session I will be more prepared and be focused and concentrate about these sessions.
Sure. Inshallah.
Thank
See
you.
you in next meeting. So we have another guest, Sneet Matthew. Can we have your feedback, please?
Hi.
Hi.
I, I joined very late, like 45, 50 minutes after the program has started. So, and this is my first session. So I had no clue how it would be. So I was purely an observant for this session.
Yeah.
But as I observed this, I could feel that this is the right platform for me to learn how to improve myself. So in future sessions, I look forward to have more participation and learn from here.
Sure,
This
sure, sure.
I really like since I didn't understand how the program will run in the beginning, I didn't join. So at the end, I figure out how I really like the way you give feedback and how everyone has a task and how you are observing each other and give the constructive feedback. I was learning how to give a constructive feedback to another person by
Yes.
observing all of you.
Sure, you
So
already
it was
shared.
really,
Yes. Yeah, go ahead, please.
yeah, I shared mine. Yeah, I really liked it, and I never attended any Toastmasters before. This is my first ever experience, and I'm looking forward to in next session.
Sure, sure, sure. So you have, we have your number, and we love to explain you more if you need, and we will send you the WhatsApp message, and I or my other team members will approach you to explain you everything that how the Toastmaster meetings work. Okay, and also you can attend next session and to understand better. Okay, thank you. Yeah, then we have another guest, Madam Deepali. Okay.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Toastmaster. It was really amazing experience for me. Unfortunately, I was not able to join at the start of the meeting. Then I learned from the meeting I have to be agile. I was struggling with the passcode, and I have to agile and quickly. I went to the site and find out that and join little late. But it was really good experience for me. I think this was the second time I have tried to attain one of the Toastmaster almost 2 years ago before this corona pandemic, and then somehow I was not able to concentrate on it. But this was really good experience for me, and I love the way you guys are explaining and taking feedback positively. So looking forward for the next session, and trying to learn from you, Toastmaster, and trying to give if I can give something. Thank you so much.
Sure. Thank you very much. And then we have an Mr. Abbas, you are here. Okay. We have our guest, Toastmaster Adnan Jamil. Would you like to share your feedback, please? Thank you very much for your time to evaluator speaker.
Okay, thank you very much, DTM Rahim, for inviting me. And of course, I have nothing much to say. All people, all members are all beautiful members. And in the beginning of the meeting, as I stated, that I realized that each role player, all members are very passionate about their roles, and that makes the club more interesting. That's nothing much I have to say. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. So in Toastmaster meeting, we always say all is winner, but some role players, speakers, evaluators, certificate speakers, they have done little better than others. So let me share the screen. So who is the winner for today's session? Can see the screen? You can see the screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Thank
can
you
see
very
this.
much. So best table topic speaker is our guest Toastmaster guest Aftab. We hope he will be the Toastmaster. And best evaluation goes to Toastmaster Rasa. Congratulations, Toastmaster Rasa. And the best speaker is Toastmaster Archer. Congratulations, Toastmaster Archer. And this is for guests who want to attend. Our next meeting will be on 5th Feb. And if you want to watch the recording of today's meetings, you can visit our YouTube channel and you can send your feedback and comments on our Facebook page, and you can send us email also. And with that, I adjourn this meetings and see you on 5th Feb. And before exit, may I request all audience please switch on camera so we can take the picture at last time.
Wait.
Okay. Toastmaster Bia, cannot see you clearly. Okay, ready? 1, 2.
Give me a second. Give me a second. Wait,
Okay,
I have a second.
okay, sure.
There you.
Where is the? Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, with that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you very
you,
much.
everyone. Thank you, DDM.
Yeah. So
Thank you.
you may exit the room, and if you want to
Thank you,
stay, if you
everyone.
have any question, we are ready to respond you and explain you.